Did you know that what you choose to do tonight? Yes, even something as seemingly small as a decision, a conversation, or a moment of reflection has the power to shape your entire month ahead. It might sound dramatic, but the truth is, there are moments in life that act like crossroads, cosmic intersections, if you will. And the first quarter moon in April 2025 is exactly one of those moments. It's not just a phase in the sky or a pretty celestial photo op. It's a deeply significant energetic portal that holds the potential to either propel you forward or keep you stuck in old limiting cycles. If you've been sensing strange vibrations lately, moments where you're full of energy and purpose, 1 minute, only to feel overwhelmed, scattered, or emotionally raw the next, you're not losing your mind, and you're definitely not alone. You're simply feeling the ripple effects of this potent lunar energy. The first quarter moon is notorious for stirring the emotional and spiritual waters. It brings things to the surface, not to overwhelm you, but to wake you up. This phase isn't quiet or gentle. It's bold, demanding, and incredibly purposeful. It doesn't ask for permission, it shows up to remind you of what you came here to do. Right now, you're standing at a threshold. You might not see it, but energetically, there's a door in front of you. And what you choose to do in the next 24 hours could determine whether that door swings open wide, letting new opportunities pour in, or quietly closes, leaving you wondering what might have been. That's why this moment matters so much. This isn't just about astrology. This is about alignment, clarity, action, and purpose. It's about stepping into your power as a co-creator with the universe. And that starts with intention. So before you read another sentence, I want you to pause, right here, right now, and anchor your energy. Type, or say this affirmation out loud. I align with positive energy and take action with clarity. Say it with your whole chest. Speak it like you mean it. This is how you begin to attune yourself to the energy that's flowing in. And trust me, this isn't something to just scroll past. This message found you for a reason. You were guided here by something bigger than logic, by energy, by intuition, by the silent language of the cosmos that speaks not in words, but in nudges, signs, and deep inner knowing. The first quarter moon is one of the most important checkpoints in the lunar cycle. It occurs roughly a week after the new moon and marks a moment of energetic friction, a natural tension between where you've been and where you're going. If you set intentions during the new moon, whether consciously or not, this is the time when the universe starts testing your commitment to those goals. It asks, are you ready to act? Are you ready to show up for what you say you want? It's easy to dream. It's easy to plan. But when the first quarter moon arrives, dreaming isn't enough anymore. This is the phase where we leave the comfort of vision and step into the discomfort of execution. And yes, it might feel hard. Yes, resistance may show up. But that's part of the process. That's how you know you're actually moving forward. Resistance is not the enemy. It's a sign that you're approaching something meaningful. And this moon is here to push you through it. During this time, you may notice synchronicities appearing more frequently. Maybe someone brings up an idea you've been secretly thinking about. Maybe an opportunity presents itself out of nowhere. Maybe you feel pulled to finally take action on something you've been sitting on for months. These aren't coincidences. They're signals. They're the universe saying, you asked for this. Are you ready to receive it? But receiving requires readiness, and readiness requires action. What's so powerful about this moment is that it invites bold, aligned action. Not perfect action, not fully figured out plans, but intentional movement in the direction of your desires. This is the perfect time to revisit your goals, reflect on what's working and what's not, and make empowered choices that support your growth. It's about clearing out the noise and getting real with yourself. Where are you hesitating? Where are you settling? Where are you waiting for the right time, instead of realizing the right time is now? The energy of this moon is urgent, but not frantic. It's intense, yes, but only because it's here to awaken your courage. It's calling you into motion. It's inviting you to stop overthinking, stop doubting, stop playing small, and simply begin. Even if you're scared, even if you're unsure, even if you have no idea how it will all work out, that part isn't your job. Your job is to show up. The universe will meet you halfway, but only once you take that first step. So what does aligned action actually look like? It might mean finally starting that creative project that keeps tugging at your soul. It might mean having that difficult but necessary conversation. It could mean saying yes to a new opportunity, or no to something that's been draining your energy. It might be as simple as writing down your intentions and creating a clear, actionable plan for the next few weeks. Or maybe it's something even deeper, like making a commitment to start trusting yourself more, listening to your intuition, and honoring your emotions without judgment. Whatever it is for you, trust that it matters, even if no one else sees it, even if it feels small. Momentum is created in moments just like this, when you decide to show up again and again for yourself and your vision. And if you've been feeling stuck lately, uncertain, indecisive, like you're waiting for a sign, consider this it. Consider this your cosmic green light. The universe doesn't work on a linear timeline. It works in energy, frequency, vibration, and right now, the frequency is calling for movement, for breakthrough, for embodiment of everything you've been quietly preparing for behind the scenes. The truth is, this phase of the moon is a sacred window, a moment of alignment between your inner world and the outer world. What you do during this time will echo far beyond today. It sets the tone for the rest of the month, and possibly beyond that. If you want to look back a few weeks from now and feel proud of how you showed up, now is the time to act. Don't let the window close. Don't let your dreams sit idle. Don't let fear steal your momentum. You've come too far. You've done too much healing, too much growing, too much shedding of the old to stay where you are. You're not the person you were a few months ago. And this moon is here to reflect that evolution back to you. It's reminding you of your power, your brilliance, your ability to choose a different story at any moment. So, what will you choose? Will you choose hesitation, or will you choose movement? Will you choose fear, or will you choose faith? Will you let this moment slip by unnoticed, or will you rise to meet it with all the courage in your heart? If your answer is movement, if your answer is faith, if your answer is yes, then it's time to act. It's time to honor the pull in your soul and move toward the version of you that you know is waiting to be fully expressed. If you like our content and it is proving to be beneficial for your life, then a super thanks is in order for us. And if staying aligned with these powerful shifts matters to you, if you want to keep growing, evolving, and aligning with the natural rhythms of the universe, make sure to subscribe, turn on notifications, and stay tuned. These updates aren't just about astrology. They're about living intentionally, staying in tune with your inner compass, and creating a life that feels deeply, authentically aligned with your truth. You are not here by accident. You didn't read this far just to go back to sleep. You are here for a reason. You are being called. And the call is now. Let the first quarter moon of April 2025 be the moment you said yes to your growth, yes to your power, and yes to the life you're ready to create. The universe is watching. Your future is listening. And your soul is ready. Now go take that step. As the moon approaches this particular phase, whether it's a full moon, a new moon, or one of the waxing or waning stages, it often brings with it a subtle yet powerful stirring of the soul. You might not always recognize it immediately, but something feels different. There's a buzz in the air, a shift beneath the surface of everyday life that influences your emotional, mental, and spiritual states. Suddenly you might feel more anxious, impatient, or emotionally overwhelmed, and you may not be able to point to a specific cause. This isn't just random chaos. It's an invitation, an energetic signal from the universe asking you to look inward, to reflect, and to grow. These lunar phases are more than just celestial events in the sky. They mirror the internal cycles of transformation that each of us goes through. Just as the moon waxes and wanes, growing fuller and then retreating into darkness, so too do we experience moments of clarity and shadow, expansion and contraction. When you find yourself caught in emotional turbulence during this time, it's often a sign that the moon is triggering deeper, unresolved energies within you. These may be emotional blockages you've carried for years, limiting beliefs that no longer serve you, or subconscious patterns asking to be addressed. This phase of the moon can act almost like a magnifying glass, intensifying whatever has been simmering just below the surface. Maybe you've been avoiding a difficult conversation, ignoring your intuition, or staying in a situation that doesn't nourish your spirit. Suddenly, during this lunar shift, the discomfort becomes undeniable. The pressure to take action grows stronger, and you may feel caught between two opposing forces: the comfort of familiarity and the pull towards something new and unknown. This is a common but powerful inner tug-of-war that many experience. It's in these moments that your emotional responses become key indicators. If you notice yourself becoming easily triggered, unusually sensitive, or suddenly reactive, it's likely not just you. The moon's energy has a way of amplifying what's already inside you. So instead of brushing off those emotions or trying to suppress them, pause. Observe. Ask yourself what they're trying to tell you. Emotions, especially during potent lunar phases, are messengers. They arrive to guide you back to what needs your attention, your compassion, and your healing. And it's not only your inner world that feels different. The external world, the energy of your environment, may also feel more charged during this time. You might feel inexplicably drained after social interactions, even with people you love. Or you may notice that you're more sensitive to noise, crowds, or even the moods of others. This is your intuition becoming heightened. The veil between your inner knowing and the outer world becomes thinner during these lunar phases, which means your energetic boundaries can become more porous. It's not a sign of weakness, but of sensitivity and awareness. Rather than forcing yourself to push through or pretend everything is normal, honor this sensitivity. Take time to retreat, recharge, and realign. Prioritize activities that bring you peace: meditation, journaling, nature walks, or simply sitting in silence. Reconnect with your breath and your body. This is a sacred opportunity to tune into your intuition, which always knows what you need, even when your logical mind does not. The moon, after all, doesn't just move tides, it moves you. The more you pay attention to its rhythms, the more aligned you become with your own. There's also a deeper layer to these energetic shifts, one that's rooted in karmic cycles. During heightened lunar phases, karmic energy becomes more active. You might notice past memories surfacing, old relationships reappearing, or familiar situations presenting themselves again, almost like déjà vu. This isn't about punishment or nostalgia, it's about alignment. The universe is showing you these echoes of the past, so you can choose differently this time. It's gently nudging you to release what no longer serves you, and to reclaim the wisdom you've gathered through your experiences. When a person from your past reaches out unexpectedly, or when you find yourself repeating a pattern you thought you'd outgrown, take notice. These moments are reflections of your inner world, mirrors showing you where you still have healing to do. Maybe it's a fear that keeps resurfacing, or a tendency to self-sabotage just when things begin to feel good. These aren't random occurrences. They're karmic loops, and they show up to give you a second chance to break free. And how do you break these cycles? Awareness is the first step. The moment you become conscious of a repeating pattern, you take back your power to change it. Instead of reacting the same way you always have, out of fear, anger, or hurt, you pause and respond with intention. You ask yourself, what is this trying to teach me? How can I respond with more wisdom this time? That shift in perspective is transformative. It's not about being perfect, it's about being present. Forgiveness plays a major role in this process. Not just forgiving others, but forgiving yourself. It's easy to carry guilt, shame, or resentment over choices you've made in the past, especially when those choices led to pain. But every decision, no matter how misguided it may have seemed, was made with the awareness you had at the time. When you recognize that, you begin to release the heavy, emotional baggage that keeps you stuck. Forgiveness is not about condoning harm. It's about freeing yourself from the energetic chains that keep you bound to the past. During this lunar phase, you're being asked to look inward with courage and compassion. It's a time to shine a light on the parts of yourself you've neglected or judged. It's an invitation to reclaim your wholeness, to step into your power, and to move forward with intention. The moon's energy doesn't demand perfection. It asks for authenticity. Can you show up for yourself, even when you feel messy or unsure? Can you love yourself through the discomfort? That's where true transformation begins. The journey through these emotional and energetic waves is not always easy, but it is deeply rewarding. With every cycle, you shed another layer of what no longer belongs. You release limiting beliefs, unprocessed grief, and outdated versions of yourself. And in doing so, you create space for healing, for growth, for clarity. The moon reminds us that darkness is not to be feared, it's to be explored. Just as the moon waxes into fullness after its darkest phase, so too can you emerge brighter, more whole, and more aligned with your purpose. This is also an excellent time to work with intention. If you're feeling scattered or overwhelmed, bring yourself back to what you truly want. Set intentions that are rooted in your values and your soul's desires. These don't have to be grand declarations. Sometimes the most powerful intentions are the simplest ones. I choose peace. I welcome clarity. I release what no longer serves me. Speak these intentions aloud. Write them down, or hold them in meditation. Let the moon be your witness, your guide, and your ally in this process. Rituals can also offer powerful support during this time. Whether it's a cleansing bath with salts and herbs, lighting candles and writing down what you wish to release, or simply sitting beneath the moonlight and breathing deeply. These acts connect you to something ancient, something sacred. They remind you that you are part of a larger cycle, and that your inner world is just as worthy of care and tending as the outer one. Above all, this is a time for radical self-honesty and self-love. It's okay to feel raw, uncertain, or even lost. That doesn't mean you're broken. It means you're in a phase of shedding and becoming. Just as the moon never rushes its process, neither should you. Honor your timing. Trust that every emotion, every insight, every discomfort is part of your unfolding. So the next time you feel that stirring in your soul as the moon grows brighter or retreats into shadow, remember, it's not a coincidence. You're being called to realign, to slow down, to listen, to feel. You're being asked to return to yourself, to heal the hidden wounds, to recognize the karmic cycles, and to choose a new path forward. You are not alone in this journey. You are walking alongside the rhythms of nature, supported by the energy of the cosmos, and guided by the wisdom within you. Let the moon be a reminder that change is not only possible, it is always in motion. The key is not to resist it, but to dance with it, to learn from it, and to let it shape you into who you were always meant to become. As the first quarter moon rises into the sky, it quietly signals a shift, not just in the cosmos, but within ourselves. This phase is often overlooked in comparison to the more dramatic, full or new moons, yet it holds a unique and powerful energy all its own. It's a time of decision, momentum, and directional clarity. It's when the moon, half illuminated and rising in the afternoon sky, gently nudges us from stillness toward movement. This lunar moment encourages you to start taking aligned action on intentions set during the new moon, but with caution. This is not a call for chaos or haste. It's a sacred reminder to move with purpose. With that shift, the energetic atmosphere can feel more charged. Emotions may rise to the surface, some yours, and some belonging to those around you. That's why it becomes especially important to protect your energy during this phase. The first quarter moon can magnify emotional undercurrents in unexpected ways, making us more sensitive to our environments and the people in them. What may normally roll off your back could now linger. A slight criticism may sting more than usual. Someone else's tension or turmoil may seep into your emotional space, leaving you feeling confused, irritated, or heavy without knowing why. In times like these, your energetic boundaries matter more than ever. You are not obligated to absorb everything you're exposed to. You don't have to entertain every conversation, reply to every text, or remain in rooms where the energy feels misaligned. Even if you're someone who naturally wants to support and uplift others, you must remember that you cannot pour from an empty cup. Protecting your energy isn't selfish. It's sacred self-preservation. It's how you stay grounded in a world that is constantly shifting. If you notice yourself feeling off balance, ask, who have I been around? What conversations have I had recently? What energy have I been allowing into my space? Emotional hygiene is just as important as physical hygiene. And just like you'd wash off dirt from your skin, you need to regularly cleanse your energetic field. One of the most powerful ways to restore your sense of inner calm and energetic clarity is through space cleansing. Your physical environment plays a significant role in shaping your mental and emotional state. When your surroundings are cluttered, chaotic, or stagnant, your inner world often mirrors that confusion. Conversely, a clean, intentional space invites peace and flow. Start small. Light a candle with intention, focusing on what you'd like to release and what kind of energy you want to invite in. Burn herbs or incense, sage, palo santo, rosemary, lavender, or even dried orange peel to reset the energy in your home. Open the windows to let old energy out and fresh air in. Sprinkle salt in the corners of your rooms and vacuum it up the next day to absorb negativity. Declutter surfaces, closets, and corners that have become catch-alls for things you no longer need. When you release the old, you create space for the new. This act of tending to your space is not just a chore. It's an energetic ritual. It tells the universe, I am ready for more. I am creating room for growth, for blessings, for clarity. It recenters you. It grounds you in the present moment, allowing you to see more clearly what you want and where you're going. But the cleansing doesn't stop with your external environment. During the first quarter moon, your inner landscape is just as crucial to tend to. This lunar energy often stirs up unresolved emotions and self-doubt. The momentum of the moon pushing us forward can also bring to light the fears or insecurities that are still holding us back. You might hear that critical inner voice a little louder now, whispering things like, "What if I'm not ready? What if I fail? What if I don't have what it takes?" This is not a signal to stop or retreat. It's a reminder to pause, breathe, and speak to yourself with kindness. Self-awareness is not the same as self-criticism. Be mindful of the stories you're telling yourself. Are they true, or are they old patterns resurfacing for healing? Instead of spiraling into overthinking, come back to the present. Ground yourself in practices that soothe your nervous system and bring you back into your body. Journaling can be incredibly therapeutic right now. Write freely. Don't censor or edit. Let your thoughts flow onto the page. Meditation. Even just 5 minutes of stillness can help you detach from mental noise. Walking in nature, barefoot on the earth if possible, can recalibrate your energy more quickly than you think. Listen to music that lifts you. Move your body. Cry if you need to. Release whatever emotions are asking to be released. Your energy is sacred. Let that truth sink in. You don't owe your time, space, or emotional bandwidth to everyone. You are allowed to preserve your peace without guilt. In fact, when you do, you show up more fully in the moments that truly matter. You bring your best self to your relationships, your work, and your creative endeavors. As you protect your peace and find your center, the first quarter moon offers another gentle invitation. It's time to move, not with panic or pressure, but with presence. If the new moon was a time to plant seeds of intention, desire, or vision, then the first quarter moon is the moment to water those seeds and take the first visible steps toward their growth. Action is the key word here, but not just any action. Intentional, soul-aligned steps matter most. Ask yourself, what have I been procrastinating on? What idea or dream keeps nudging at me, asking to be birthed into the world? What area of my life feels stagnant and ready for movement? It doesn't matter if you don't have the full plan. It doesn't matter if the entire path hasn't revealed itself. Start small. Progress isn't about giant leaps. It's about consistent, heart-centered effort. One phone call, one email, one sketch, one workout, one decision to eat something nourishing, one boundary drawn, one page written, one honest conversation had. These small steps may seem insignificant in the moment, but they are the bricks that build the path to your future. Energetically, this is a time when the universe supports your movement. The energy around you is potent with momentum, but it's not chaotic momentum. It's magnetic. When you take even the smallest action in alignment with your higher self, you begin to co-create with the universe. You show your readiness to receive. You shift from hoping and wishing to being and doing. Remember, not all movement looks like hustle. Sometimes the most powerful action is making a clear decision. Saying yes, saying no, choosing rest, ending a cycle, releasing what no longer resonates, forgiving yourself, trusting your timing, aligning with your truth. That's movement too. The moon teaches us in cycles. Every phase has its wisdom, its medicine. The first quarter moon is the bridge between dreaming and doing, between planting and blossoming. It's a potent reminder that while the universe holds infinite possibility, you are the vessel that brings those possibilities into reality. You are the channel, the co-creator, the artist of your own life. So use this time wisely. Tend to your space. Honor your energy. Be kind to your thoughts. Ground yourself in the present. And then, when you're ready, take one brave step toward the life you want to live. Your path doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to be yours. You are not behind. You are not broken. You are unfolding in divine time. And the moon? She's cheering you on, step by step, phase by phase. This is a potent time in your journey, a window of heightened clarity, intention, and intuitive insight. The energy of the moon is shifting, and with it, you may feel a stirring within your own soul. Subtle nudges, gut instincts, sudden clarity, or even recurring dreams may begin to rise to the surface. These are not just random occurrences. These are messages, guidance from your higher self, the universe, or whatever sacred force you align with. It's all speaking to you in whispers, in signs, in moments of stillness and insight. Now more than ever, your intuition is like a finely tuned instrument. You may notice a sharp increase in inner knowing, a sense that you just know something without being able to explain how or why. This is not a coincidence. This is your inner compass, your sacred guidance system, showing you the way forward. In times of uncertainty or change, this intuitive clarity becomes your lighthouse, gently illuminating the path, even when everything around you feels unknown or unfamiliar. But here's the truth that many people overlook. Intuition is a gift, yes, but it's also a relationship. The more you honor it, trust it, and make space for it, the more powerfully it begins to serve you. That means not brushing off those gut feelings, not ignoring the subtle whispers that say, turn here, or let go, or this is right for you. These aren't just passing thoughts. They are sacred transmissions. Each one is like a breadcrumb guiding you back to your truth, back to your purpose. To deepen your connection with the sacred guidance, grounding is essential. Grounding doesn't mean shrinking yourself or retreating into fear. It means anchoring your energy in the present moment so that your actions align with your soul's intentions. Without grounding, even the most powerful insights can drift away like vapor. But when you stay rooted, you create a container strong enough to hold your visions and bring them into form. One of the simplest yet most effective ways to ground your energy is through intentional practices. This might look like writing down your goals, not in a rushed or pressured way, but as a ritual of clarity. Get clear on what you truly desire, not what others expect of you or what fear tells you is safe. Use language that's empowering. Say what you want, not what you don't want. Write as if you're declaring it to the universe. Another powerful way to stay grounded is by setting intentions with purpose. An intention is more than just a wish. It's a sacred contract between you and the universe. When you set an intention, you're saying, this is where I choose to direct my energy. That clarity becomes a magnet. It calls in opportunities, insights, and support that align with your chosen direction. It clears the noise, the clutter, and the distractions. It helps you make decisions not from pressure, but from purpose. And don't underestimate the power of the spoken word. Speak your intentions aloud. Say your affirmations with conviction. Your voice carries energy, and when you speak your truth into the world, you begin to embody it. This is not just about positive thinking. This is about energetic alignment. Words are spells, and the more clearly you speak your vision, the more deeply you begin to believe in it. It's also crucial to understand that alignment doesn't require hustle. It doesn't mean piling more onto your plate or constantly striving to prove yourself. True alignment means doing what deeply matters, what resonates with your soul, what brings you peace, what makes you feel connected to something bigger than yourself. When you're aligned, you can do less and accomplish more. Why? Because your energy isn't scattered. It's focused. It's intentional. And that kind of clarity is magnetic. There will always be distractions trying to pull you off course. Some will look like obligations. Others will disguise themselves as opportunities. But part of your growth now is learning to discern what feeds your soul and what drains it, what strengthens your spirit and what depletes it. You are under no obligation to carry what isn't yours, to chase what doesn't feel aligned, or to prove yourself through busyness. Remember this, every aligned action you take right now is like planting a seed. It may not sprout overnight, but with consistent care, your presence, your belief, your effort, it will grow. And when it does, it won't just be any result. It will be a reflection of your truest self. Something meaningful, something lasting, something sacred. This is what it means to live in rhythm with the moon. You aren't pushing, you're flowing, you're listening, you're moving with nature's cycles instead of fighting against them. This is where real transformation begins, not through force, but through alignment. As the first quarter moon rises, lighting up the sky with its steady glow, you are being offered an invitation. You're moving with nature's cycles instead of fighting against them. This is where real transformation begins, not through force, but through alignment. As the first quarter moon rises, lighting up the sky with its steady glow, you are being offered an invitation. This is the phase of momentum. It's the time when your intentions from the new moon begin to take shape, but that also means resistance can show up. Old habits may try to resurface. Doubts may whisper in your ear. You may feel torn between staying in your comfort zone and stepping into the unknown. This is where courage meets clarity. The first quarter moon invites you to break old patterns, to look at the beliefs, behaviors, or stories that no longer serve you and consciously choose a new way. This isn't easy. Growth rarely is, but it is powerful, and right now, you are more supported than you know. Protect your energy. This isn't about closing yourself off from the world. It's about becoming discerning. Not every invitation deserves a yes. Not every situation is meant for your presence. You don't have to explain yourself. You just have to honor yourself. Energetic boundaries are an act of self-love. And when you protect your space, you preserve your power. Take aligned action. That means action born not from panic, pressure, or fear, but from purpose. What step can you take today that aligns with your vision? Maybe it's having an honest conversation. Maybe it's starting a creative project. Maybe it's simply resting so that your next move comes from a place of wholeness. Whatever it is, know this. No step is too small when it's taken with intention. And trust. Trust the process. Trust the signs. Trust that even when it feels like nothing is happening, everything is unfolding. The universe is always moving in your favor, even if you can't see it yet. Trust doesn't mean everything will be easy. It means you believe it's worth it. It means you hold your vision even when the path feels unclear. That's faith. That's magic. That's power. If you're reading this and something within you feels seen, heard, or stirred, that's not random. That's resonance. That's your soul recognizing truth. So don't ignore it. Let this be your moment. Let this be the day you stop waiting for the perfect time and start trusting your own timing. This is your reminder that you are not alone in this. The universe is backing your growth. Your ancestors are cheering you on. Your higher self is guiding you. But it all starts with one thing: your decision to move forward with purpose. Not perfection, not pressure, just purpose. So as you breathe into this moment, let yourself feel it, the possibilities, the power, the promise of a new beginning. Let yourself believe in your own magic again. Let yourself rise. And if this message brought you clarity, encouragement, or simply a moment of peace, share it. Let others feel that light too. We are not meant to walk this path alone. And sometimes one message, one affirmation, one reminder can shift everything. Before you go, take a moment, close your eyes, put your hand on your heart, and say this out loud. Really feel it. I am ready to rise, take action, and welcome new beginnings. And if that resonates with you, don't forget to subscribe to Sacred Promises for more soulful guidance, moon wisdom, and empowering reminders to keep you grounded on your path. You are not just walking through life, you are co-creating it, moment by moment, with the universe. Keep going. You're doing better than you think. And your next breakthrough might be just one aligned step away. If you're finding value in this content, consider supporting our channel by giving a super thanks. It truly makes a difference. And please, don't forget to subscribe for more uplifting updates and content that can inspire and encourage you. Your support means so much, and we are grateful for each of you.